So great attachment starts early in a child's life, and it's all to do with the relationship that they build up with their parent. And what the parent needs to do is to provide something that's stable, that's reliable, and that's consistent for a small baby or infant. Then the baby can trust that their needs are going to be met. So when you have small children, the most important thing you can do is to be consistent for them, to be reliable for them, and to meet their needs. So if they're crying, that means they need something, and it's up to you to respond. So self-esteem is one of those things that, it's certainly the way I look at it, it's got two parts to it. It's got our sense of being lovable, and it's got our sense of being capable in the world. And there are many things that we can do to help build self-esteem, but really they focus on those two areas, lovability and capability. So if as a parent you want to build your child's self-esteem, then the first area to focus on might be their sense of being lovable. And that's all about how acceptable they feel. So that's about feeling valued, about feeling wanted, and about feeling loved. That's easy for a parent to do. Most of us love our children. We just need to show them that we love them. When it comes to feeling capable, that's about what can children do and how do they feel valued for what they can do. So that's about the stuff they're good at. That's about the stuff that they work towards and they feel like the effort that they're putting in is valued. It's about feeling useful and responsible about the house, so make sure you give them a few chores to do and then give them lots of praise for the chores that they do. If they feel lovable, if they feel capable, then you're going to be helping them to build their own self-esteem. Lots of times when we have children, we often look at their behaviour and we might think, wow, that's really bold, that's really bad behaviour. But when we look at children's behaviour, particularly if it is some kind of misbehaviour, then they're probably trying to give us a message, which is that something is bothering them, something is up in their world. So if we look a little bit behind the behaviour and try to think, well, why might they be trying to show us? By being cross or by being destructive maybe. What is it that's going wrong? If we can understand what's going wrong behind the behaviour, then what you find is if you can solve that problem, the behaviour goes away. The best way to do it is to start listening to them properly. So instead of giving out to them about their behaviour, try and focus on the feeling that might be underlying and name it for them. Help them recognise those feelings. So say things like, wow, you look like you're really cross about something, or ooh, you sound really upset about that, or my goodness, I bet you feel really disappointed because that didn't work out the way you expected. When we help children to get in touch with the feelings that underlie those behaviours, what happens is it immediately intensifies the feeling, but then it passes. And so they then get to move on. They don't have to hold on to the feeling, and most importantly, they don't have to keep showing us the feeling through their behaviour. When it comes to setting limits on children's behaviour, it's really important that we show that we have expectations of them. There's no point in just letting them loose to do whatever they like. They actually need to know that some things are okay and some things are not okay. However, whenever we set limits, whenever we decide that enough is enough, it's important that we do it in a warm, understanding and kind way. So being firm is really good, but being firm and kind is the best way to do your business as a parent. There's loads of research out there that shows that when families spend time together, it improves children's behaviour, it improves their performance in school, and they just generally are happier. So when in doubt, hang out with your family. If you can encourage your children, especially your teenagers, to hang out with you, then you're going to help them as well avoid a whole series of really negative influences like alcohol, drugs. All of those things start later for youngsters who spend time with their family. There are really easy ways to do that. So sit down for a family meal, nice easy thing to do. Try and get out for a walk perhaps as a family every so often. You don't even have to spend money on it, but just simply sitting together watching TV can actually be good for your whole family.